All right, Garrett Johnston here with Akshay Bhatia, and man, it's been a really impressive run for you, winning there in San Antonio, and this has been a heck of a year. How do you explain it?
Yeah, it's been a weird year. Either missed cuts or top 15s, and obviously the win was kind of amazing. And yeah, all in all, I'm just still trying to improve. I feel like I want to compete in these bigger events, especially the majors, especially these signature events, and having the opportunity this year is really nice. And earning yourself into these events is always a bonus. So just happy to kind of continue the journey, and yeah, just kind of look forward to learning every day.
You mentioned something recently that it's important to change the dialogue in our minds sometimes as golfers, right? Like, and what makes you say that specifically?
Yeah, I just think your mind's a very powerful thing, and I've learned that over the last couple months, especially. Um, there's just a lot more going on week to week, outside stuff or preparation or more people, and so yeah, just kind of focusing on the right things, and you can do it easy. You have to work a little harder towards it. Focusing on the right things, but it can come to fruition very fast, and um, yeah, just try and focus on specific things, which will help improve your day-to-day life, or out here on the golf course.
Well, speaking of improving for you as you progress in this year, like what types of goals do you set or reset for yourself, kind of looking ahead?
Yeah, I set a couple goals start of the year, which I never really do, and I've reached most of them after the win. So it's been a little bit of a balance, a little bit of a challenge to try and figure out, what can motivate me as much as those goals did. And, I still have a lot to play for this year. Still have a couple goals that I want to achieve. And, yeah, I just got to, wait for my time to come. And I feel like I'm playing good enough to kind of have that happen soon.
Do the goals become more kind of like world ranking specific, or is it more process oriented, or how do you balance that?
Yeah, two different types of goals. I think I have day-to-day goals, and then I also have long-term goals. So world ranking or tour championship or strokes gained, whatever it may be. Just things to kind of keep your mind, trying to strive for something long-term is important. And even if you don't achieve it and you just see a little progression each year, it makes you feel pretty good when you look back.
I know that you mentioned that the pressure on Sunday was really interesting for you and Denny McCarthy playing together, just in that tournament there in San Antonio. How do you explain pressure on Sunday, back nine, every shot counts, every moment? How do you embrace that?
Yeah, I mean, you're playing well. It's really fun. Like, that's something I've been chasing for a little bit the last couple of weeks, is getting those feelings again, feeling the adrenaline, and it's just a fun feeling. Before, I feel like, when I first turned pro, I might have shied away from that feeling, and now I just love it. I just want it more and more, and I feel like I perform better and better in those situations. And that situation was so unique with Denny making, 8 birdies on that back nine, and with having, lead the whole week. It's different, but it was really fun, and, I'm happy to get that job done. It was not easy for sure, but, a little more just a little more pressure, I guess, was nice, because knowing I can do that under those circumstances was a great feeling.
You've got a great veteran caddy on the bag, John Lamonte. When you talk about pressure, in the last few holes of the tournament, how important, or what do you expect out of him when you guys talk through a shot?
Yeah, he's just, he's one of the calmest guys I know, one of the best people to be around, especially at my age. I'm still new out here, and having his experience and just the person he is just great to be around. And I feel like there's never any judgment between either of us, and we just have a good time hanging out with each other. And yeah, I just enjoy his company a lot. And down the stretch, it's just the same thing. He never goes too fast, he never goes too slow. So it's a nice balance, because sometimes I might be fast or I might be slow, and he can kind of guide me towards where I need to be.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that are important to us in our life, a lot of times mentors, and we honored a friend of mine too, Grayson Murray, who passed away, as we know, a couple weeks ago, and we honored him in a celebration of life today. What did he mean to you, and how special was he for you in your life?
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely a big brother to me, growing up together in Raleigh. I remember seeing him when he was first on the PGA Tour, seeing him on the putting green at our home course, and he allowed me to be in his kind of friend group, and I did as well, and I was one of the best for him, and he really wanted the best for me. I feel like out here, especially in these bigger events, I don't really know anyone. Everyone kind of has their own friend group, and he was always the first person to give me a hug every day when we saw each other. Traveled a little bit together this year, and it's been really hard. He was such a good person. I think deep down he wanted the best for everyone in the world, and especially his family and friends. But he'll rest peacefully now, which is awesome, and I can't wait to see him soon or eventually. And I just he's shown me signs that he's still with me, so it's been pretty cool to kind of experience that.
Always appreciate your time, Akshay. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
See you
thanks.
soon.